Hello everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Formula Fangirl. That's me. So, as you can see, I'm not in my usual bedroom today. I'm out in London today. Right now, I'm in Richmond Park, and I'm going to be doing an interview with someone that I've been wanting to speak to for a long time now. I first met this person in December at the Autosport Awards, and if you've been a follower of my videos for a while, you probably know who I'm talking about. So obviously I've been wanting to get into the world of journalism through motorsport for a long time now, and something to do with social media, and there's one person that will know a lot about that. So why don't you stay tuned to find out who I'm going to be seeing today and what we are going to be talking about. So I have to ask first of all about a post you put up on social media saying this time last year I found out I was going to sell washing machines. Now I'm interviewing racing drivers. How did that all come about?
Okay, I'd just been to the Autosport show in Birmingham last year, just as a fan.
Yeah.
I thought, I'd been applying to loads of jobs for ages.
Yeah.
And then I got a phone call from Curry's, where I applied for a job at. Saying, yeah, we want to offer you a job. So I went to Curry's for 6 months, and I was selling washing machines. A few laptops on the side, tumble dryers if we were branching out. But yeah, that was it. So yeah, I was doing that for 6 months.
Yeah.
Obviously applying to stuff. At the same time, job at Autosport popped up. It took ages to get it. So it's all sorts of processes to go through.
You've got to go through and everything.
Yeah, finally got it, which was fantastic, and I've been there 6 months now.
6 months, and how are you finding it?
Yeah, it's like lots of people say, but it is probably one of the best jobs in the world. Like,
yeah.
In other places, not just my previous employer, but other places in general. And everyone experiences it.
Yeah.
You wake up on a Monday and think, oh God, got to go back into work. Of course, if it's retail, it's like you could be doing 8-day stretches as well.
Which is probably very tricky. So.
Yeah.
But no.
I wake up on a Monday and I'm happy, and excited to go into work.
This is what I get to do now. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're the social media editor for Autosport. So what does that role entail?
Means I sit on Facebook all day. I do Facebooky stuff. I do tweets. What you'd expect. But I also work with various brands, do organisation, all this stuff. Do lots of stuff with videos as well. So we've got a video team. We work very closely with them. So stuff you see on YouTube, we can feed in ideas, feed in what other people are saying as well. So if we get messages about stuff, then we feed those back to whatever team it is. Whether it's the magazine team, whether it's videos. But I've led campaigns with say Bose headphones and Marriott hotels as well. Talking to those guys, figuring out what they want, making a plan, putting that all out as well, and then gathering all the results back from it as well. Which, at the end of the day, it's not the most glamorous thing. You're buried in spreadsheets for ages, but that's also what helps pay our wages.
But I'm sure when you see the end result, you're like, I did that.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, a few months ago I was selling washing machines. Now I'm, doing work for like really high-end brands as well. I've not got any free headphones out of it yet. Maybe like a 5-star hotel trip at some point.
Would be very nice.
Yeah, we can hope. But it's not just doing Facebook posts and just doing tweets and stuff. There is more to it. Some of which can be worth a bit of money.
So we've seen you do some stuff in front of the camera now.
Shake them become yogurt. It's nice. Oh, wallahi, I remember all this thing. The skin of the sheep or lamb,
Yep.
They take it out. They put milk inside. They have to clean it first, of course, they make it nice. They hang it like this, and then shake it. And then become yogurt. You'll get nice butter. Fresh one.
Cool. Thanks.
Not machine, you know, everything natural. I remember this.
Awesome. Okay, so we've seen you do some stuff in front of the camera, but obviously you're mostly behind. Do you enjoy being in front of the camera as well as behind it? I don't know what made us start talking about yogurt and stuff.
You have to keep that in.
Really?
No, okay. Wait. Do I prefer being in front or behind the camera? I like a bit of both.
Yeah.
You know, I did journalism at uni, so I'm sort of trained in both aspects of it. It's not sort of like my primary job, it's not my primary role, but you know, I can step in, I can present stuff, or I can film stuff and I can edit it as well. So, yeah, I don't have any real preference. You know, we're trying lots of different stuff going forward as well, so, you know, I think I'll be doing a bit more stuff like this. But yeah, I'll be doing more stuff behind the scenes as well.
So obviously we have seen you do some interviews. Has there been a particular favourite person that you were really excited to interview and think, oh my god, this actually happened, I got to do this?
Yeah, so I think that the first time that I did it like really properly for Autosport was at the awards.
Yeah.
I did a live stream on the carpet. That was 1 hour of the most stressful moments of my life. Like it was so full on.
Yeah.
But it was incredible. I was basically like 3 or 4 people in one at the time, so I was not only the cameraman, but I was interviewing, and I was spotting who was coming up, and sort of wrangling them in as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was tricky, but you know, spoke to all of the Young Driver Awards guys, spoke to Sean Gratches and Zach Brown, obviously both very high-ranking figures in F1, which was slightly scary, but really cool. Charles Leclerc, obviously, in there. That was a brilliant experience, although it was massively daunting.
I remember going home and thinking, oh, I have to watch this, and I like spotted myself in the background where you're on that side of the carpet and I'm on the other side, like running after drivers who I could meet. But yeah, that was one of the best nights ever I got to do.
Yeah, it was so cool, but at the time, and my god, that was tricky.
So even though you kind of just answered the question because then it was a bit daunting, so you no, you and I first obviously met at the Autosport Awards. What was the whole process like for you, getting to be at the awards for the first time and sort of in that aspect of like running certain stuff?
Yeah, so like I said, it was really tricky. It was the first time I covered anything sort of like that at all. You know, any kinds of awards, dinners, you know, anything like that. But with the prestige of the awards as well, like. There's a lot resting on that. Yeah. You know, the boss of F1. Yeah. Was that, you know, at that point, you know, you're in the big leagues. So there's a lot that you need to do, and there's a lot that you need to get right. But at the same time, you know, you just have to go with it and just, you know, see what happens. If something goes wrong, you know, you apologise for it, you gloss over it. It's a live event at the end of the day, so you know something's going to have a hiccup. There was something else I was going to say, and I completely forgot what it was. What was the question again?
I was just saying, what was the process of the Autosport Award like for you?
The biggest hiccup, I think, was my boss left the company. We knew he was going to leave, but he left like a couple of days before the event, so I knew I was going to be doing it by myself, looking after the channels by myself, but that was still quite a struggle as well, especially given it was my first time.
So
you know, we knew he was going to go. You know, it was all very amicable, but it was still tricky because you can't practice.
No. As much as you do try and put things into place, as you say, with a live event.
Like you try and have contingency plans and stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, it was thrown into the deep end. But you know, looking back at it now, it was that was a good one.
Is there something in the world of motorsport that you would still love to do that you haven't got to do yet?
Kind of. So I've kind of done it already. I did a co-driver training day a few years back.
Okay.
But I'd love to actually go out and compete as a co-driver in rallying. Like, that is something that I would absolutely love to do.
Oh.
When or if that will happen, I don't know. I should be able to. I just need to. A lot of it, as with any kind of motorsport, is just saving up to be able to make it.
Don't I know it?
As with anything in this field, it is expensive, but that's something that I'd love to try as well. Some of the guys in the office have got to do it already.
Oh,
so
fab.
Jack Benyon, who has just got a new job, but he was the National Rallies editor.
Okay.
In the office, he competes every now and then, so it is doable. But two people do it. I'd love to give it a go competitively as well.
Oh.
Or having a ride in a World Rally car as well.
That's a little bit like me. Obviously, I don't know how to drive a car, but I ride a bike. I have a Honda PCX 125. But for me to be able to do like the twin-seater experience, like an F1 twin-seater, I think that would be great. Because I would just love to be able to feel what it's like to just be in a car of that speed going like that. My mum's got a Aston Martin Vantage experience coming up that she's very excited about, because she's the reason I got into all of this. She's the reason I watch Formula One and things like that. So touching on Formula One, what are your thoughts on the upcoming F1 season?
You're about to ask this. It was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
I don't know. In testing, the Ferrari looked very planted.
Which is exactly what I've been saying.
The car's there, I think. Mercedes, obviously, they can just throw money at it. They will be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not necessarily right at the start, but certainly going forward, they'll be there. They're not going. They essentially have two teams. Mercedes, they've got, and one of them will be working on this year's car, one will be on next year, so they'll be able to push them through the season. Teams like Williams don't have that. They have one team, and they can be a struggle. For them. But at the top end, I think Ferrari will start off with a stronger footing. Mercedes will be there or thereabouts. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. I don't know. Hamilton seems in a really good place, just like as a person, as a driver in his mindset. Vettel, I think, has proven he can get quite easily flustered.
Yes.
If he gets on a good run, he may well do it, but I might still say Hamilton to take the title at the minute, but possibly Ferrari for manufacturers. I was going to sort of agree with that, because when I went to testing, and even though you can't take much away from what's going on when you see the cars at testing, but when you just see something and you think that just seems a little bit more than last year. There was just something about some certain things that you think, oh, they've really stuck down, everyone's gone away, really put some stuff into place there. So, well, we don't have long to find out. So. Might be eating these words in a week or so.
Apart from the Autosport Awards, has there been like a favourite memory whilst working at Autosport in the last few months that you've really sort of enjoyed doing?
I went out to Spain last week, and that was incredible. It was only it worked out. It was about 28 hours. I was out there. If that. But it was brilliant. Got to fly out. Saw a bit of Barcelona. I've never actually been into Barcelona, so it's nice to be able to see that. We were put up in a nice hotel, which isn't normally the case. I think we got quite lucky. It was a very last minute thing. And then when we were at the track, we had hospitality access. We got the paddock tour. And we did get into the pit lane through the Racing Point garage as well, which I've never done before. And I felt like a kid in a sweet shop. Honestly, it was such a fantastic.
That's exactly how I felt when I got to go. Obviously, I was more there just as a fan, but literally when I was in the Red Bull garage, obviously no pictures can be taken, and I'm standing there with the headsets on, and it's like, and the lady's like, oh well, you probably won't get to see the car because Max is on track and all that, and then we hear Max and GP, his engineer, being like, right, okay Max, one more lap and then come in, and we're all literally like going insane because the RB15 is literally about to be like where you are with me. So yeah, that was just
cool.
absolutely
That's
crazy. Okay, and then my last sort of question was, what advice would you give to someone like me who's trying to get into an industry like this?
Yeah, you just got to keep going with it. Like, you know, making videos, doing your writing is absolutely the right path to be going down.
So I'm doing something right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, I went to uni, and education is, you know, it's fantastic. It's great to have it. It certainly helps, but you know, that's nothing in comparison to experience.
Yeah.
Really, you know, and a passion for it as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I could be the best video editor in the world. I could, you know, I could make the best tweets ever. But if you don't have a passion for it, you know, you're not going to succeed.
Not enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just a case of keeping on doing what you're doing as much as you can and as often as you can.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I didn't do a great job of that. But yeah, the more you can do around the field, the better.
Yeah.
And applying for loads of jobs as well. Like, as soon as you see anything like vaguely of interest that you know, with an employer that you vaguely like look on, send in an application. Why not? You know, what's the worst that can happen? They say no. Like the number of rejection emails I got over the course of a year and a half, incredible. But you know, you just got to persevere with it.
It's one of those things where you can let it destroy you, or you can just be like, well, okay, fine, you don't want me, I'll go to somewhere else. Like,
you've just got to keep on doing it. You know, I had interviews with quite a few different places. I didn't get them. Finally got Autosport. Brilliantly. You know, there are other places as well. You know, you get through the interview process, then they let you down. You know, but it's all experience. You just got to keep going with it.
To interviews is you got through that step.
Yeah.
You got your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Just next time you hopefully will be able to get 2 steps through.
Yeah.
And just think,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, you've just got to keep going for it. See interviews, even if you don't get the job, as a positive step. You know, it's a learning experience. You know, you can tackle the next interview better than next time.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It is.
You know, it happens to anyone. Well, once you actually get in. You know, once you get your foot in the door, then it's maybe a different story, but I can't comment yet.
No.
This is my first career job.
Good. Well.
And it's quite a good one.
I mean, in a way, I have to thank you for stuff like this, because it was so funny at that evening where my mum and I are standing there, we're taking pictures of this car, and then David Coulthard's there. And we're like, oh my god, take the picture. And then I get this tap on the shoulder from this guy in a suit. Like, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? And then my friend's like, did you know you were on Twitter? I was like, no. And then I find the picture that you had put up and everything. And then I was like, that's so cool. And my friends found it, what can I do? And then kind of, this was kind of born from then. So, yeah, in a way I have to thank you for stuff like this, because it was kind of one of the reasons why I did it in the first place. But no, so I hope to continue, and it was nice to be able to do something like this. I know you say you're not really the one that's normally asked for an interview, and it's not like a formal interview or anything. It was just nice to have a chat with someone that is kind of doing something that I aspire to do, something similar in the future. So it was nice to have a great chat with you. Well, thank you very much, Josh, for joining me today.
Help's given you some ideas.
Yes, it definitely has. And
some experience. What goes on.
That was really good. So thank you very much.
Thank you.